I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. I make accumulations of practice of giving, so forth. May I become the Buddha and also. I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving, so forth, may I become a Buddha and also human beings. I go for refuge and am enlightened to the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. By my accumulations of practice of giving, so forth, may I become a Buddha and also human beings. Sanje Joda Zogi Jonanda Chanshu Bagyo Dani Japsu Dage Jinso Gebe Sonamge Dola Penge Sange Dubara Shu Sanje Joda Zogi Jonanda Chanshu Bagyo Dani Japsu Dage Jinso Gebe Sonamge Dola Penge Sange Dubara Shu Sanje Joda Zoge Chonanga Chanjo Badyo Dani Japsu Dage Jinso Gebe Sonange Dobare Sho Om Ye Dharma Hetu Pradavam Hetum Tesham Datagato Yavata Kesham Chayo Niroda Evam Vati Maha Om Ye Dharma Etu Prabhavam Etum Tesham Datagato Yavatat Kesham Chayo Niroda Evam Vati Mahashramana Yeswa Om Ye Dharma Hetu Prabhavam Hetum Tesham Nathagato Yavatat Tesham Chayo Niroda Evam Bhakti Mahasha. All phenomena arise from causes. The causes are taught by the Tathagata. The systems and causes as well as taught by the greats here. Okay. We read the same three principles aspects of the path. On page, I think 78, is it?
78.
70?
78.
78, thank you. Page 78. So now that you know the background of this short composition, let us, I remember many years ago that His Holiness, when he was giving, in those days His Holiness teachings can be, when I was in my 20s, I learned that when I was like 10, of course we were in school, and those lucky ones, which means those who are at the right age, those now they must be in 60s or 70s, they were very lucky ones. They would get like 7 hours of teaching a day for the stretch like 20 days from His Holiness the Dalai Lama those days. Good old days. Then during my time, when I was in my 20s, then like 4 or 5 hours a day of His teachings, stretched over 10 days. So now this is not happening. So I remember that His Holiness, when His Holiness was giving teaching on three principles as well as the path, His Holiness said that His Holiness recites this every day. This text, just 14 verses, every day to contemplate the meanings. And yes, I personally felt that earlier when I was younger, in my like 20s or 30s, I see that okay, this is composed by a great teacher. That's it. Now later on, that the more you try to concentrate on these points and try to see to the reality that to be confronted with, and then seeing that, okay, now we're aging, we have to extract meaning of life to make sure that we try to take the maximum advantage of our short life. And then how to do that, the question arises, then trying to consolidate on the whatever you have learned in your daily practice, and then they come to see that these short compositions by the author here of the Sutta, they proved to be extremely useful, not based on blind faith. And blind faith is a different story. Then you may create a story of, oh, this is a teacher, and this teaching is so rare and so forth, but just use common sense. It's so succinct, and the real transformation will take place if you practice this. The reasons are given so clear, succinct. So then they later on found that it's amazing to have somebody like this, the author, the great teacher of the Sungapa on earth. It's an incredibly great gift for us. And then particularly the wisdom of emptiness, and then all these compositions are so precious. Wisdom of emptiness in Tibetan, yes, of course, we have his compositions, like 18 volumes are there, and in English, since a long time ago, like 20 years ago, I was just wishing that particularly this one text, still the other texts, I wish that they be translated into English. And there are translations, but some translations, they are not really good translations. I wouldn't really recommend. Even the text which we are studying as a part of the master's course, the commentary on Acharya Chandrakirti's text, commented by Lama Tsongkhapa, on the root text by Acharya Chandrakirti. This is a long time ago, like 20 years ago. I know that the translation is coming by Dr. Tulin Jigba, who's a brilliant scholar and incredibly great come out of the English and come out of the Tibetan and the subject matter. Everything is just ideal person to do this translation. And he made the rough translation. He came up with a rough translation about like 16, 17 years ago. And I was constantly pushing him. Just when will it come out fully? And it took quite some time, about like, I think 20 years. And finally it came out, I think 2 years ago, it came out and it's published. So of course, don't expect that you really will understand it. So from what we are doing now, from there I can see that it requires somebody who can explain it. Otherwise, it can take you into the wrong direction. Until you have already studied it very thoroughly from before with the living teacher. Okay, so this text and later, this short text, I later discovered that there's something so precious and extremely succinct and so powerful. So given that we already explained the 3 points under each of the 3 principles of the path, what are they? What are 3 points under each of the topic? That is, okay, first, what are the 3 principal paths? Wisdom of emptiness, Bodhichitta, and the renunciation. How it is explained here is, order is renunciation first, Bodhichitta, and the wisdom of emptiness. Okay, now each of these 3 points, again explained by the 3 sub-themes. What are the 3 sub-themes, anyone? Wow, okay. Why, how, and why, how, and measure. Very good. Okay, now let's read this and slowly. Let's read it slowly and see if you understand which point we're reading, and then what reasons Lama's going to give, and if possible, later if you can get some teaching from on this text by somebody, that would be very good. Okay. The 3 principal aspects of the path by Lama Tsongkhapa. I bow down to the Venerable Lamas. As well as I'm able, I'll explain the essence of all the teachings of the Buddha, the path praised by the conqueror's children, the entrance for those who desire liberation. Listen with a clear mind, you fortunate ones, or not attached to the joys of cyclic existence, strive to make good use of leisure and opportunity, and direct your minds to the path that pleases the Buddhas. Without pure renunciation, an end to attraction for the pleasure of cyclic existence is unattainable. The craving for existence also binds veils, thus from the outset seek renunciation. Reverse the attraction to this life by reflecting on how leisure and opportunity are difficult to find, and how life is ephemeral and without span. Reverse the attraction to future lives by repeatedly thinking of the infallibility of karmas and its effects and the miseries of samsara. Contemplating thus, one for an instant who do not admire the splendors of cyclic existence, and when intent of liberation day and night, renunciation is only that. Renunciation, if not tempered by pure-minded bodhicitta, however, will not bring forth the perfect bliss of unsurpassed enlightenment. Therefore, the wise ones generate the excellent mind of bodhicitta, swept up in the current of the four powerful rivers, tied by strong bonds, karmas so hard to undo, caught in the iron net of self-grasping, completely enveloped by the darkness of ignorance, born and reborn in boundless cyclic existence, ceaselessly tormented by the three miseries. Thinking of your mothers in the conditions, generate the supreme mind of bodhicitta. Although you train in renunciation and the mind of bodhicitta, without the wisdom that realizes ultimate reality, you cannot cut the root of cyclic existence. Therefore, strive to understand dependent arising. One who sees the infallible cause and effect of all phenomena in samsara and nirvana, and destroys all focus of apprehension, has entered a path which pleases the Buddhas. Appearances are infallible, dependent arising, and emptiness is understanding that is true of assertions. As long as these two are seen as distinct, we have not realized the intent of the Buddhas. When these two realizations are concurrent, when the mere sight of infallible dependent origination concurrently destroys the mode of existence, grasping through definite discernment, at that time the analysis of the profound is perfected. Furthermore, appearances refuse the extreme of existence, emptiness refuses the extreme of non-existence. When you understand that emptiness arises in the form of cause and effect, you are not captivated by the view of the extremes. O my child, once you have thus realized upon the three principal paths, seek solitude, cultivate strong determination, and quickly reach the final aspired goal. Okay, where did we leave yesterday?
Emptiness is equal to dependent arising. Emptiness is equal to dependent arising, and dependent arising is equal to middle place. So emptiness is
Wonderful, thank you. Okay, with this, now today what we will learn is we go a little deeper into emptiness. For this, we need to learn some opposites. For example, we said that subjective as opposed to objective. Okay, this is one pair. Subjective as opposed to objective. Dependent as opposed to independent. Okay, this pair. Oh, don't think that it's like, okay, this is very easy. Note down. Share, note it down. Otherwise, say in a moment it's clear because it's very right now. It's the what are you doing just right now? So after like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, in some cases if we don't even we have to wait for 1 week, 2 weeks. In just 2 days, you just become so hazy. You're gonna get okay. So what's number one? Subjective as opposed to objective. Number two, dependent as opposed to independent. Number three, conventional as opposed to ultimate. And then conventional as opposed to ultimate. And then deceptive as opposed to true existence. And finally, relative as opposed to absolute. Okay. The first, subjective as opposed to objective. Number two, dependent as opposed to independent. Number 3, conventional as opposed to ultimate. Next, deceptive as opposed to true existence. And finally, relative as opposed to absolute. Okay, so these are the 5. Now these are the 5 opposites and five pairs and opposites to each other. And meanwhile, we need to remember that of these 5, the first in the 5 pairs, the first of each of the pairs, the first 5, they are synonymous. What are they? Subjective, dependent, conventional, deceptive, relative. Okay, these 5 are synonymous. And what is the other set of the 5? Anyone? Say something, Andrew? Objective, independent, ultimate, true existence, absolute existence. So these are synonymous. Okay. For the time being, I can really go one by one, and then even if I try to go, it's just say you make it confused. So the best thing to do is that remember that these are the 5 of them are synonymous, other the set of 5 synonymous, and remember that. And I'll explain 1 or 2 things here, and then later on our job is that finally when you really get a feeling that okay, which is just as we spend how many hours you spend on modern education? How many hours you spend on modern education? How much money you spend on modern education? Huh? How much money you spend?
20,000.
How many hours you spend on modern education?
Hours?
How many hours you spend on modern education?
Thousands.
Okay, so thousands, a lot, too many, right? Okay, so you don't want to calculate because it's enormous. I do not ask how many years. Years you can easily say 12 years, 14 years, 15 years. This much time we invested on modern education to fill a belly. You agree? It's just to fill a belly. And in some cases, then you do something. Otherwise, it's just for filling a belly to survive. That's it. To look for means and ways to survive. And you survive in different forms. So some people, they go to the office. Some people, they become CEOs. Some people, they become the teachers. But some, they are just amazing. Majority, I'm not talking about everybody, but some are really, say, go to the NGOs and they really selflessly work for others and go into the war zone, sacrifice their own life. These are adorable. But otherwise, most of us, it's just, your parents invest so much of money on you, and you also invest your time on this. It's finally to get a good job. What is your job? To get money. Money for what? To stuff. That's it. Okay, to survive. So in this connection, although it's a little digression, but I think it's very important. There was one boy, I think about like 12 years ago. There was one boy who must be 23 years old then. And he started coming to Tibet House classes. There was classes offline. He was working in Delhi. Then he one day he asked for a one-on-one meeting with me. So we met in the office, and he said that, and what he said, it really hit me so hard with, wow, that's true. What he said is that so first I told him that how did you come to know about Tibet House, and how did you became interested in Buddhist philosophy? So what he said is that he got a very decent job in the Indian company. And in Delhi, he got a very decent job in the Indian company and well paid, And then what he does is that every day he goes to the office and he gets good job, good money. And in the but a second thought came to him. Early when I was school, just got out of school, my career, job, and then finally he got his good job. He was very happy. So the 1 year he was so happy. That's fine. And then this thought came to him. The thought was that, what am I doing? Early morning, not early morning, it's like 8 o'clock, or okay, let's say 6 o'clock. He gets up and then looks at the watch. Oh, he's late from his job. He runs to the job. He runs to the work, to the office. And in the office, working. And then they say, lunch, just grab something, fill it up, just that you get some energy. And then by the evening, he's already very tired. He comes back to his room, he's very tired, and he watches television. It makes him even more tired. Then he lies down on the sofa where he was watching television. He lies down. And then maybe he covers himself with a blanket. And the next morning, again 6 o'clock. Oh, I'm getting late. Again a rush. Then he said that, I thought over again, and what is the difference between my lifestyle and the dog's lifestyle? What's the difference? I'm a human being. What's the difference between my lifestyle and the dog's lifestyle? Dog also, by 6 o'clock, he gets up. He moves. He moves. What he moves? He moves to look for food. And I also move to the office. What's the office? To get money. What for money? To fill master. Same. So he doesn't have an office to go, I have an office to go. Otherwise, same. We're looking for food, both. And coming back, in the evening, the dog also comes back. To me. The dog does not have a television. To make me more tired. Dog does not have a television to make me more tired. And he sleeps sound. And also after this, I feel more tired, I sleep. So what's the difference between dog's life and my life? What's the difference? No. This is how my hair has become gray. No, then I'm not a human being. I should prove that I'm a human being. So what do you do? Then he started to say, what the dog cannot do, food-wise the dog can do. But what I can do, what the dog can do, what I can do is that I can improve my mind, thinking. I have the thinking power. So that I can do. So for that, what I'm doing thus far is just to get money. And this is for my body, but the food. But for thinking, I have to think of something. So this is how we came in contact with the Buddhist teachings. So this is something we really need to think of. So this is something that we need to think of. And in this connection, that these things like the subjective as opposed to objective, conventional as opposed to ultimate, dependent as opposed to independent, the word is that deceptive as opposed to true existence, and finally relative as opposed to absolute. These thoughts are something so precious. Okay, so I'll try to quickly explain now tell me which are the words which are very familiar to you, which are more familiar to you, I would say. Anyone quick? From the 5 pairs, tell me which are more familiar to you. Over there, independent, subjective, objective. Okay, but these two pairs are more familiar. Okay, let's work on this. Thank you. First let's say subjective and objective. Oh yes, and the dependent and independent. This is something like the foundation, the bedrock. And meanwhile, also going to learn subjective objective, which we heard quite oftentimes, and also conventional as opposed to ultimate. This is something also we need to be exposed, because we talk about conventional truth and ultimate truth. So that was very important. And then the other things, so later on, at the moment you can say that these are synonymous, but later on you also need to learn how they are synonymous. hardware synonymous. So first intellectual level and then gradually experiential level. So this is something that we need to keep in mind. We have to contemplate on this, think about it, and it should give an ease in your mind to say, okay, these 5, they are synonymous, and think about these, and then you should give a sense of ease. Okay, so first let's work on subjective as opposed to objective. Okay, is there anybody who can give me an example of subjective? Quick, subjective, something subjective. Anyone? Yes.
Subjectively, I feel fear. Objectively, there's no danger.
Objectively?
There's no danger at all.
Okay, objectively, there's no danger. So outside, there's no danger, but somehow I feel the fear. So the fear, there's no basis for fear, but I feel the fear. That's purely subjective. And what is subjective? Out there, there's no danger. This is the objective reality. Very good, thank you. Anyone else? Subjective, objective.
But nothing is objective.
Wow, that's amazing.
No? Okay.
No, that's amazing. Wow, the sense of sharing is the best student.
No, because if I feel fear and objectively there is nothing, there is no danger, but maybe this thing will fall off. I don't know.
Yes, that's true.
There is.
So objectively, there's a possibility, right? Objective, something is there. Something is there, no, everything is subjective.
Yeah. So
What? Yeah.
So what is objective? Nothing
Huh?
is.
Everything is.
So nothing is objective. Everything is subjective. So how can I say?
Okay, please don't argue. Argument will happen later, right? I agree with you, but I also agree with, what's your name? Oh, also agree with Ziv. Okay, so Sharon, you say everything is subject based on what? Based on what?
Based on
What you have done the last 10 years?
the second place.
What have you learned the last 10 years?
No.
Then
Based on the wisdom of emptiness that we learned from you.
I see, just 2 days.
1 hour.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow, this is amazing. Anyone else? Quick, to save time. Oh, this boy is expert. Anyone else? Quick, yes.
Maybe the flower, some people think it's flower, but if you have allergy, you would be not liking it.
Okay, what is this? Everybody says this is a flower. Then I say, how beautiful is this? Some say extremely beautiful. Some say so. Some say just always calling flower. Also very boring. Always flower. He must be a florist in his past life. Right? So there you see the flower, everybody agrees that is subjective. Whereas the description of the flower, beautiful, not beautiful, is subjective. Is what I'm saying? Thank you. Anyone else quick? Over there.
Subjective is a perspective of an individual. Subjective is the perspective of an individual.
Okay, so subjective means it's your perspective. It's your perspective. How you see things. That can differ from individual to individual. That is subjective. Very beautiful. Thank you. Vincent.
Maybe like, for me, it looks like a table and it's a table, but for a monkey, maybe it's not seeing this wood as a table.
Okay, that's interesting. So what Vincent said is talked about one great Indian master, Arya Nagarjuna's disciple, Bodhisattva Arya Deva. What is that? What is said? It's a young beautiful girl or a young handsome boy, say as an object, perspective. So what Vincent's saying, as it can be seen as different. It means different people. So the young girl or young boy, for a lustful person, this is object attraction. And for somebody who meditates on the impurities of the person, impurities of others, impurities to detach oneself, so they see the other person as the sack of filth, very dirty inside. You understand it? I don't want to go into this. Right? It's a sack of filth. Yes, that's true. It's a sack of filth. Okay. Okay, I don't want to go into too much in this. It's like a film. It gives you a sense of aversion, no attraction. One person is object of attraction. To the B is object of aversion. 2 lines is a delicious meal. 2 lines is a very delicious meal. Same object appears in 3 different ways. What Vincent said, this is exactly what was taught by the great Indian master, Bodhisattva Aditya. Anyone else last? Over there, what's your name? Mandy, yes.
Truth. Truth.
Okay, the truth is objective.
Maybe.
Objective is subjective.
Yes, I mean, each one of us has his own truth.
Okay, each one of us has our own truth, which means that is subjective, is what I'm saying. But there's a common truth also. 2 + 2 = 4. It's never 5. This is objective, right? Okay, and the 2 + 2 = 5 is good mathematics. Some say no, it's very common mathematics. Some say it's very good mathematics. That's subjective. But the fact is 2 + 2 = 4 is a universal fact that is objective. You want to say?
Yeah, and like things that, for example, kind of God. There are some people, people say that, oh,
Okay, the concept of God, some people say it exists, some people say it doesn't exist, so that is subjective.
but there is an objective.
Okay, now the Menti is confusing me. Right? I thought that, I'm teaching something, I'm confused now. Okay, okay. Okay, here, Xiaoli. Yeah. Not Xiaoli. No Xiaoli. Xiaoli.
I'd like to give an example of for example, Western people, they serve tea, they use a cup with handle. But Asian people often they serve tea with like a bowl form container. The bowl is on their side, and Western people will ask, so there's no handle, this is not for serving tea. So this is actually also...
So what will Asians say?
Pardon?
What will Asians say if there's handle? Oh, the Westerners say there's no handle, right? So Asians will say what? With handle, what's the problem?
Which is by...
It's a very strange thing. What is this? It's not a cup, right?
Western people say this is a bowl.
Okay, good. Very good. Thank you. What would you say?
It's a container.
Okay, for you, there's no issue with cup without handle, without handle. There's no issue for you. Who you are? What is that? Huh?
Functionality.
Because you know both the cultures. Because you know both the cultures, so the face is not issue for you, right? Okay. So they says yes. All of you gave a beautiful concept of the subjective objective. Okay, look at the person sitting next to you. Look at the person sitting next to you. Hey, Anila. Look at the person sitting next to you. Oh, you can't. Don't stare. Confidential staring. Okay. So, okay, again, look at the other person sitting next to you. Look at the person. Seriously, look at the other person. Okay, I just said look at the other person and you're all smiling. I didn't ask you to smile. I just said look at the other person. Okay, don't forget it. Don't forget the face which made you smile. Okay, now close your eyes. Close the eyes and think of the same person who made you smile. Think of the face of the same person who made you smile. Okay, good. I'm so glad that nobody's smiling now. If you smile, it's the time for you to go to the mental hospital. Okay, I'm glad. Good. Okay, now tell me, the difference. In the first case, you look at the person and which made you invariably made you smile. In the second case, you think about you thought of the same person's face, but you are not smiling. What's the difference? Your name? Max. Yes.
The first one was kind of Orkies. With Orkies, we'd say awkward, like
Awkward. Okay, for Carl, I can say it's awkward. Yeah, he's staring. Yes. Then, for the first is Orkies, second is
the second one was just normal, like it was just an image that we have all the time.
well, so the real is always Orkies, and the thing is normal, right? So people who live in the old world, they're all normal. People who interact with other people, there's Orkies. Okay, anyone else? What's the difference? Anyone? Yes.
I was less influenced by the how people look at me. I was with myself, so like
Over the first, you smiled because
I feel
influenced.
I'm influenced by
Okay, the in first are the
I'm influenced by the gaze or by the look
oh
of other
the
people.
gaze of a person, it influences you. Okay, in second case,
I was with myself, so I don't.
okay, I know that this is all my own thoughts. You know, it's nobody's gazing at me.
I don't need to please them.
I don't know please anybody, so I don't do smile. Are you good?
I felt like there was like this whole person going on.
No, the Scott will make it complicated. I know.
There's like a temporal element where his like facial expressions are changing moment to moment to moment, and then when I close my eyes, it's just a still image. And so there's something about that where there's an interaction going on, but the still image, I just didn't need to like, I don't know, there's less interacting. There's no temporal element, it was still. Does that make sense?
I'm still now. What are you smiling?
No, you're
I'm
laughing.
still, but you're
There's
smiling.
still motion going on.
No, I'm
You
just
can see
sitting
the
like this. Okay, good. The lady here. Your name? Rogan.
When I was at my husband's, it was work, it was effort, we created image. So it wasn't my eyes, I was actually deep
Okay.
and it's work.
Is it work so therefore you don't smile?
So yeah.
When you go to office, you don't smile. When at first you don't smile at all because you're working.
I was working.
No, in office you're working, so you don't smile at anybody. You don't smile. Okay, that doesn't make sense because when you're busy, working, mentally working, active, you don't get to smile. You don't get to even smiling will also work. No. So she said, you're influenced by the other, and so therefore you smile. Whereas if you don't just think of the person, you have the freedom that I don't have to reciprocate with smile. Right? This is what Sharon's saying. Very good, thank you. Okay, the girl over there. Your name? Yes. Koshalia, yes.
Me, the bones guides me with cushions, so I feel happy when I look at her. But I also smile with my eyes shut, so I don't know because I.
You're smiling? Okay.
Me too.
So I saw her face. First I was like serious. Then when I thought she's so nice, then I smiled at her.
Are you sure? Are you sure? No, don't talk too much. The more you talk, I become more scared. We have to take you to mental hospital. Okay, Koshali, she's not listening to me. When she's so happy to talk, the more I talk, she doesn't listen to me also. It's time for you to go to mental hospital. Yes? Uh-huh. Who? Yes. Okay, good. Good. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay, here, Amita.
Like first, initially I think I smiled habitually, like I always do so. After seeing I smile, but like while my eyes were closed, maybe I was not smiling outside, but her picture that she just let me, her impressions made me feel good about her. So
Okay. Good, good, good. Good. Okay. Okay, over there.
I was also smiling.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, this.
But it's not.
So my judgment is correct. This group is strange.
It's not about her, it's about me. It was about, I smiled with her, and there was happiness inside me, so I kept holding it when I was imaging her. I
Okay.
wasn't smiling at her, smiling inside me. So it just.
Okay, okay. So expression doesn't come on the face.
When I saw, I'm really comfortable imagining, so I imagined her perfectly, and it just kept that little fire in me to smile because I know on that moment it's very precious.
Very good. Amazing. Okay, good. Okay. Finally, Shelly. Oh, who? Oh, yes, over there. Your name? You were.
Actually, I was like, I had like a good feelings when I closed my eyes. But it was little, the opposite awkward for me to smile a lot.
Okay, no. He knows that, in other words, they will take him to the hospital. Yes, overt. It's overt. Although I like smiling, but to smile because it's overt.
Yeah, it's like the luxury thing. I don't do it by myself.
Okay. Good, thank you. Kaushalya and Phil and Shelley. Two of you listen to what you all said. You're getting it? It's overt. Okay, good. I still didn't get the correct, not the correct. All the answer that you gave is good. But I'm looking for one particular answer. Okay, Shelley.
I feel that first time when I look at this is the reaction when I smile. And when I visualize the smile and repeat this reflection. So then it's the closeness, but it's not that I react.
Why don't you react in the second case? Oh, okay. Did you hear what she said? So I think what she said is more in line with what Sharon said. Okay, so in the first case, I saw the person as real. In the second case, I know that it's not real. It's just my imagination. You agree? Okay. What do you think is the difference between the real and the imagination? Real flower and the imaginary flower. Real person, the imaginary person. Just tell me what is the difference. There are so many differences. Tell me one. Yes, Bill.
If it's really come from outside.
Okay, real means coming from the outside and imaginary coming from the mind. Okay, how many agree with Phil? Raise your hands. Okay, good. So here what we learn is that one is coming from the object, one is coming from your mind, the subject. So what comes from the object is known as objectively real. What comes from the subject is known as subjective real or subjective. One is objective, one is subjective. Okay, so now tell me, now we're introduced to these two technical terms, subjective, objective. Something which is coming from the object, objective, something which comes from your mind, subject, we call it subjective. Okay, good. Now let me give you some examples and you tell me whether it's, what do you think, subjective or objective. Let's say a beautiful flower, subjective, objective. Subjective, very good. Okay, raise hands those who say subjective. I think that there are more people who say beautiful flower. A flower that's beautiful. Subjective. There's raise hands those who say objective. A beautiful flower is objective. Okay. Next, dream. Subjective, objective. Raise your hands, subjective. Subjective, raise your hands. Okay, Jennifer, subjective, objective, dream. Subjective, very good. Okay. What about mirage? Mirage. What is okay? Hey, what is mirage? Hey, somebody who speaks Hebrew, tell me what is mirage?
Illusion, subjective.
Subjective. Okay, what is mirage? Subjective, objective? Subjective. How many you say mirage is objective in sense? Okay, no one. No one. Okay. Now let's say rainbow. Rainbow. Subjective, objective? Rainbow.
Subjective.
Okay, Phil, tell me what is rainbow in Hebrew?
Geshe. Geshe.
Okay, so don't look at any other person. You're getting it? Speak your mind. No right, no wrong. Just speak your mind. Rainbow, subjective, objective. Okay, raise your hands those who will say objective. Okay, many. Subjective, raise hands. Subjective. Okay, little less. Number is same, but the hands are coming down. Hands are down. Objective there is okay. Okay, those hands, those who said objective, okay, those who said subjective, can you defend your position? Can you justify that? The girl over there?
Colors are subjective. Everyone sees colors different. So the rainbow may be there, but the way you see it is different.
Okay, rainbow is the same, but we see it's different. Are you sure? We see 7 colors. The same.
But everyone sees colors different.
Yes, the rainbow.
Yeah, the rainbow.
The rainbow is always subjective. It's there. You said. You didn't ask.
Okay, please don't challenge somebody else. You're getting it? Speak your mind. And I would say that what you feel, express it. And what others feel, let them express. So, what's your name, the girl here? Liba. So Liba is saying that the rainbow is subjective because it's the colors, and colors are subjective, how people see the colors. In a way, I agree with you. Okay, in a way, I agree with you. There are some anecdotes, incidents which happened to me. Siddharth. Okay, said rainbow is subjective because then some people may not see the color. It's not because there's a color, not because there's a defect in the eyes, right? Sorry? This is what I'm saying. So it's because of the defective eyes, not because of the defective object. Okay, is there anyone who can?
But then you could, a blind person, you could say a tomato is subjective because they can't see a tomato, a blind person.
What's your name? So Max's argument is the first argument you have to defend it. So simply because you have a defective eyes and say that therefore you don't see the color, if that is the reason, therefore you're subjective. If the tomato also should be subjective, because the blind person cannot see a tomato at all. So it doesn't mean everything is subjective. Because somebody who's sleeping cannot see anything. Okay, what is your hand? Subject or objective?
Are you asking us conventional?
This is my question. Don't live in a world, right? What is your hand? Is subjective or objective? Okay.
I don't have any.
Over there.
I think it's subjective. Rainbow is light and rain together.
Okay, the water vapors and the light in a particular direction.
And if you stand different ways,
if you stand at a different place, for example, say you see the rainbow here, people from here can see it, people in here cannot see that, so that is subjective, right? Okay, so it's coming by depends on many factors. Okay, yes, Vincent.
maybe.
Oh, what is that? Subjective, objective?
I was like, first I was subjective.
What is subjective?
Subjective, because maybe it's just an upstream of certain wavelengths, so that we have this color.
Yes.
So maybe we have everywhere rainbow, but this one we see is just the upstreams of certain wavelengths, so we have this shape.
So it's subjective.
Subjective.
Everybody can see it. How is this subjective?
But we're perceiving it as a rainbow.
Yes, of course. It is rainbow, no?
We make it as a rainbow because we talk about it and see it as a rainbow.
No, you can take a photograph. You don't have to talk about it. You can take a photograph. You can capture it in the photograph.
But it's an ignorant.
Oh, ho. All the scientific proofs, you said there's a proof there, it's ignorance. Wow. It's too bold. Oh, Vincent, over there.
I think that the person that sees the rainbow, it's objective.
No, what is subjective? What is rainbow objective, subjective?
To the person that sees the rainbow, it's objective.
And the person who does not see the rainbow is?
It's subjective.
Why?
Because it doesn't see, so it doesn't exist for him right now. It's
Okay, rainbow per se is subjective, objective, you don't know.
I don't know.
Are you subjective or objective?
Objective.
You're objective, but people in that don't see you.
Subjective.
So you're subjective both. Okay, Andrew, what do you think?
I don't know.
Wow, okay.
I lean towards subjective, but I think.
Yes.
It is objective.
Prasannapada.
Prasannata.
Prasannata, yes. Okay.
So it is objective. Scientifically, rainbow is like, it's a scientific phenomenon that happens. When it rains, there's cloud, it reflects the light on water, so the rainbow happens. So according to me, that's why it is objective.
Okay. So Prasanna says is objective. Objective. Okay, Yuki.
I had a similar thought. I thought the rainbow was just water. So that's why it's objective. But depending on how we define the rainbow, that changes a lot. If we see it from the standpoint of each person, that might be subjective because that color changes based on where you are.
So rainbow, even rainbow definition is different.
Right.
That's interesting. So rainbow, there are different rainbows.
Rainbow,
American rainbow, Indian rainbow, Yuki's rainbow, different rainbows. Because they define differently. Is it?
So that means it's...
No. I'm just paraphrasing what you're saying. Do you mean to say that? Right. Rainbows defined, you said that. It depends on how you define it, you are saying. Right? What can be different definitions? Tell me.
Some people might see rainbow as just water in the air. Some might see it as a collection of colors in the air.
No, I don't think anybody who defines the rainbow as water. This is wrong. Rainbow is just the colors. Okay, so here, tell me.
So along those lines, I think the substance of the rainbow is objective, but then the label is subjective. So the concept of the rainbow.
Okay, rainbow, is it subjective or objective?
Objective.
Okay, you don't have to say substance, label, you don't say that, right? Why do you say this?
It's just to differentiate between, what's conventional and what's alternate, right?
Okay, thank you. Sharon, yes.
Okay, maybe it's very stupid what I'm about to say. Probably. But I feel like we are limiting ourselves with words. Like, it's subjective. If you will ask a 2 years old what is that, he will say, wow, colors. He won't say like rainbow. we identify it as objective rainbow, but to a 2 years old or to an animal, it's not a rainbow, so it's subjective, in my opinion. And we are limiting ourselves with words and concepts of definition.
Okay, Sharon, objective, subjective.
Subjective.
Not objective.
No.
Why not?
Because everyone will see there is no because there is no an I.
No
If
I.
I will find I can how do you say it? I can dig and I try to find something that is special to me, to show on, but I won't find it.
Okay, that's amazing.
No, I don't know.
Where did you learn this?
From my friends here.
From?
My friends here, but maybe I didn't understand it correctly.
Now what he says is amazing. Okay, that's good. So let us say that so for Sharon, everything is subjective, right?
Yes.
Right? No need to ask the question of objective, subjective. Everything is subjective.
From my knowledge right
Okay.
now, this second
My question to you, okay, all of us who think that everything is subjective, my question to Sharon is, and to all of you is, 2 plus 2 equals 4. Is subjective or objective?
subjective.
Subjective how? 2 plus 2 is always 4.
Because it's from a human's brain, but
No, that's the reality.
doesn't see it 2 plus 2 is equals 4.
Of course.
A dog.
Yes.
So it's
2 dogs and 2 dogs plus 4.
But they don't see it like that.
Huh?
But they don't see it like that.
They see a bigger bread, they jump to the bigger one. No. 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 2 is 4. So they jump to the 2 plus 2, 4 bread. They don't move to the 1 plus 1 bread 2.
But if you will ask the same question a 1 year old, he won't say yes, of course, 4. He will say what? So it's subjective.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
Wow.
What is true?
She gives all the answers and finally she says, I don't know.
I feel like
Okay, very good. That's amazing. Okay, I'm quite impressed. Okay, rainbow is a very complicated thing because why I deliberately bring this up is that the people are bound to be divided in the opinion whether rainbow is subjective or objective. This is quite complicated. So on the one hand, we can say, we are just introducing emptiness. We're in the beginning stage. So beginning stage meaning that we come from the place we believe that everything is objective. Everything is objective from this plane. Then we introduce saying, oh, what if the dream is objective, subjective? You say subjective. You're getting it? While we wake up and we see everything subjective, on that basis, oh, this is nice, attachment, this is not nice, anger, oh, this is lying there, fear, all these emotional stirs happen because of the belief in objective existence. So we come from that reality. We come from that background. So whereas some people, they come up with everything subjective. Some people, like Sharon. Otherwise, majority for us, they come from the background of believing in things as object real. Okay, so with this, when you start questioning, it is actually questioning our chronic belief that things should exist objectively. So when these questions are asked, step by step, first, let's say, okay, what's the difference between the person that you have seen, the person that you imagined? Oh, one is, somebody said it, that one is real and one is coming from the mind. It was Phil? Yeah. Okay, so there, with these actually you are identifying the internal contradictions. You're getting it? Internal contradictions. Finally, to see the flaw in believing in things as object real and come to the conclusion, what Sharon is saying, everything's subjective. You're getting it? So this is a gradual process. So these examples, we need to think more and more of such examples to see that things can be subjective. While although we believe things are objective, things can still be subjective. Okay, now tell me. Yes, Phil.
We use the word objective different. And in the conventional way, we talk about object that outside. But in the Buddhist perspective, we check, is it absolute and all the others. So,
okay, I don't think that's a Buddhist bread. Is it Buddhist bread?
no,
There's no Buddhist bread. You're getting it?
it used to.
So that's a reality. So the moment you say Buddhist bread, Buddhist philosophy, or Buddhist thing, then you think that this is religion. It is a belief.
No, it's
We're not
the way
about.
you describe things and the way you
No, so what I'm saying is, instead of saying from the Buddhist point of view, instead of that, say that if you explore more deeply, right, make it very secular, because that the intent is finally this is to help ourselves. And the moment you say is from Buddhist point of view or Buddhist this point of view, then instantly say that okay, some of you who are very convinced, for you it's okay, but for others who have no idea about this, okay, now he's talking about the Buddhism. You're getting it? So the idea is to know the reality. So when you speak with the reality, give it as real reality rather than Buddhistic. Okay, this is just my suggestion. Are you good? Okay. My eyesight is so blurry. You know what Siddharth said? You have a blind eye. What is that? Color blind. I cannot see the colors. Right? Okay. Now tell me. Now, so we are doing that like a crash course, going quite fast. Next, but meanwhile, I do ask questions to make sure that you are thinking. If you don't think, it's just totally pointless. You will never grow. So we have to think. For that, I ask you a question and you get response. That's very helpful. My next question. So now with this, we are building up. We're growing. The next question is, now tell me something more concretely. How do you distinguish between subjective and objective? Okay. And meanwhile, what Phil said is very true. I don't want to go into what Phil is saying because Phil is coming from already developed thoughts, which he studied in the last 40 years. 40? 52.
But known for the Buddhism for 12 years or maybe 20.
Okay,
12.
12 years. So he's coming from?
It depends where you start.
Subjective.
Subjective.
It's subjective. Subjective.
Okay, so let's see. Now, say what Phil said is a very profound thing. I don't want to touch on this at the moment. It can confuse people. You're getting it? So we'll get there. We'll get there. You will get there. Don't worry. Oh, there are some profound things he's not discussing. He's not sharing. Don't worry about these things. So we are building. We are building the foundation, and then we are building, growing higher, 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 and we'll reach there. You getting it? Then it makes sense. Otherwise, you'll just this is how modern education. Oftentimes, this problem in modern education. If you can mimic what is said by early teachers, then you score high, right? So this will not help us. Okay. So with this mind, now tell me something from all our discussions, and then they're just me talking unilaterally versus thoughts coming from different people. The second one is much, much more fruitful. You're getting it? For you and for me. It's way, way more fruitful. People coming with different thoughts. Not that everybody's wrong, but different, let's say, the house, like a garden, which has multiple different colors of the colors and different shapes, different types of flowers. It's a beautiful garden. It's the same kind of the flower. It's become what is that? Commercial flower. But it's not a garden. So likewise, more thoughts coming. This is very precious for you, precious for me, for our growth. Okay. With this mind now, tell me, say somebody can tell me what's the difference between the content, what is that? So subjective and objective. Okay, now tell me, anyone. Here. You will.
Yeah. So like I think subjective is like something existence and only my perspective only.
Ah.
An objective is it's no dependency on anyone.
Okay, not dependent on somebody else's perspective.
On anything, just objectively exists. It doesn't depend on anything. This is objectively like this rainbow is exist no matter what you think, no matter.
Oh, okay, good. Thank you, Yuval. And here,
In photography, lens is called objective.
the lens.
Lens.
Okay.
And when you use a camera, you use the objective in order to reflect objects. So when you have the photo, you have a proof of reality. So it gives me the knowledge that objectivity was objective has to do with facts.
That's very interesting thing. Objective has to do with the facts. For example, say in court, litigation case court, say, okay, this person did this, look at this photograph. You getting it? And sometimes Photoshop. And then people just check whether it's Photoshop or not Photoshop. Then if we sense that it's the real authentic photograph, is a fact that is what this person is saying is true. So therefore, objectivity is connotation of facts. Amazing the presentation. Thank you. Your name? Z. Thank you so much. Over there.
So, object is not the same as the mental understanding of it or the legal representation.
That's again very beautiful presentation. Thank you. Objective, subjective. Objective meaning the object. Object and how you might interpret this can be different. There's a discrepancy between appearance and the reality. Reality of the object versus the appearance. There can be discrepancy. Very good. Wow, that's amazing. Now my impression of this group is getting better. Amazing one, Ziv. And your name?
Edith.
No, Edith. Not idiot. Edith. Okay, Ziv, Edith, what you said, really, my impression of this group is now becoming higher. Good, thank you, Edith. Okay, don't make fun. Scott, tell me.
So, I think we can define subjective and objective based entirely on perspective. If everybody has the same perspective of something,
Okay, don't
we call
confuse
objective.
us. Tell me what's subjective. Just tell me what's subjective.
It's all based on perspective.
Okay, perspective, objective,
It's also based on perspective.
same.
Yes, if everyone has the same perspective, we call it
This is
objective.
not my question.
It's different.
Objective, subjective, they remain same? No. So you said one is perspective, other one is perspective, is same. The definition should be different. Over there, Shelley.
I think there are also things that are both. Like,
Don't complicate. My question, what is subjective?
no,
Don't complicate. I'm asking you, you're not asking me a question. If you ask me, you can come up with your own thoughts. You're getting it? This makes the group strange. So my question, what is subjective?
I think, for example, that time could be subjective.
Okay, what's the meaning of subjective? I'm not asking for the illustrations.
It's like, I put my opinion on it.
Very good. Okay, one's own opinions, one's own perspective. Very good. Your name?
Amit.
Okay, Amita. Yes, Amit.
The word objective comes from object.
Yeah.
Object means material, means composite. A subject is not a composite or a material. So for me, that's the difference.
Very good. Okay, so do you see this? What the Amit? Amit or Amitabh?
Amit.
Not Amitabh. Okay. Amit is saying that objective, this word comes from the word object. Object means something substantial, something tangible, something material, and subjective is something opposite of that, which doesn't have a substance. Very good. Okay, my impression of this group is again soaring up. Okay, let's say this Vidula. Okay, say again. Okay, objective is free of opinion, as what Shelley said. Subjective is opinion. You know, one's own opinion, one's own thoughts, one's own perspective. Very good. And over there, your name? Itai.
Objective is exists from the inside. Subjective is perception.
Wonderful. Okay, now that's amazing. Now I can see that within this short period of time, just a few 2-3 days, you're growing. I can see that. Now the answer is really high quality, to be very honest. This is really growing. Okay. Libby. Liva.
I think that objective is one truth, and that subjective can be many truths at the same time.
Okay, objective meaning the one truth. Subjective meaning, because of different perspectives, they can be different truths. Amazing. Okay, now I'm truly happy. Maybe I'm the happiest person. Okay, one of the dear. Your name? Ola. Olia. Oria. Okay.
Objective is something that doesn't depend on the terms of words.
Okay. So are you part of some studies? Are you part of some studies? From? Just here. No other studies. 2 years ago in Tushita. Only once or twice or 3 times? Only once. That's amazing.
What she said?
What she said from there, I could see that either her memory is so sharp or she's already exposed to many studies. I'm not going to say this, Sharon. I'm not going to repeat it. You want to hear it? Okay, what she said is that objective means something which is not dependent on terms or labels, which is not dependent on parts, and which is not dependent on something else. And she don't tell us what is that something else. And actually it's a mind. It's actually she meant a mind. Because we talk about 3 levels, the 3 levels of dependent origination. We did it, we do not do it. We don't do that. Okay, so which means that she must have heard it from the past somewhere. Okay, good. So with this, is it recorded? Is it recorded or is it just a fake camera? There's no light coming. Are you sure? Okay, because this particular session is very precious. Because the thoughts coming from different people, they are so brilliant. In fact, somebody can note it down, whatever they said. That'd be rich information. So good. Okay. From this, now just see if what I'm going to share with you summarizes all what is said. All what is said in this session, not the early sessions. You understand what I'm saying? Not the early sessions. This particular last 10 minutes. Okay. What is said is this objective means something coming from the object which is so well defined, independent of other factors like your thought processes, perspectives, opinions, and so forth. It's from the object. It's from the object. And the word, I think, the word by Itan is that it's from from itself, like the flower, from itself. Nothing to do but depend on other factors. And whereas subjective means that it's coming from your, not necessarily from the object, but from the subject, from your mind. What comes from your mind? For example, like a dream, is purely what comes from your mind, not from the object. Okay, now tell me, how many got some idea, good idea, not necessarily 100%, but a very good idea, something actual of the understanding of the concept of objective and subjective. Raise hands. Okay, good. So with this, having said this, from this what we get the understanding is that the subjective means what's coming from your mind, not from the object, but from the mind. Okay, in a loose sense, let's keep it there. The next is we talk about conventional and ultimate. Okay, so subjective equals conventional or ultimate, which one? So subjective equals subjective equals conventional and objective equals ultimate. Okay, so let's work on this. Now, this is very important. Anybody who likes to tell us, what do you understand by convention? What do you understand by convention? Now, this has nothing to do with philosophy. You don't bring anything of the philosophy that you've studied, but how you would easily use the word convention in your life. How would you use this word convention in your life, or how would have heard this word convention in your life, in your real life? Okay, Prasanada.
Something that happens day to day, like a routine. You wake up in the morning, take a shower, do your work, etc. That's convention.
Okay, so this please, I request each one of us to don't just ignore what somebody is saying. You're getting it? Please listen to that. This is so precious, because one person giving you information, for example, Albert Einstein may be the one who's giving you information, but you have to also listen to others, because others' information they built up, and then what Albert Einstein said is based on that. You're getting it? These are very precious. Okay. Okay, no new hands. Or okay, over this Sangmula. Yes.
Something set up by a system. Something that's set up by a system.
Can you give us an example?
For example, frustration that we do is something that's how we define this.
Okay, I say something which a system, is set by a system. For example, like my prostrations and how you prostrate. So Tibetans they prostrate in one way, the Vietnamese they prostrate another way. Chinese prostrate. Chinese and Vietnamese they're more same. Much more same. Vietnamese and Chinese prostrate is much more same. Okay, let's say different. So whatever. So they call one tradition this like this. So why like this? This is a convention. Very good. Okay, over there, your name, gentlemen, your name?
Jamie.
Jamie.
It was similar. An agreed upon method.
Huh?
An agreed upon method.
Agreed upon a method. Okay, agreed upon a method. Okay, why do you say method?
A way of doing something, I suppose. It's very similar.
Okay. Okay, very similar. Good. Scott?
I was going to say mutually agreed upon.
Okay, mutually agreed upon anything which is mutually agreed upon. Very good. Okay, let's listen to all this. Phil.
What I was thinking that whenever it's things that a group of people agree about it, it will be convention. So we see this as a type of some it's conventional. If someone outside that doesn't know what it is, can think about it anything else. And it can be about anything.
Okay, something which is agreed upon by certain people. If they don't agree, then it's meaningless. The moment the people come together, they agreed upon something.
The convention has become when the group of people decide that this thing is called.
Okay, so 2 plus 2 is 4. 2 is 4. This is convention, not convention. Huh?
It is conventional.
So, which means to be what that?
Because the mathematics is kind of philosophy.
Okay, listen. I mean, you have thought, keep it with you. I'm asking question, and just see if it challenges your question, your point. So, 0.3 million years ago, 2 plus 2 is 4. Is it true or not? Before the Homo sapiens.
Irrelevant.
Huh? It's irrelevant. Okay.
There was no mind to think about This philosophy of
That's
materialism.
amazing. I don't know which philosophy is that. Said whatever is before Homo sapien is irrelevant. What philosophy? I don't know. This is, I think, philism. Hey, it's not Buddhism, it's a philism. Mr. Phil? In philism. Yes, it's a philism where whatever is not related to you is irrelevant.
It was conventional that in the center of the world is Earth. It was the convention for.
No, this is not my question. This is not my question. This is my question. 2 + 2 = 4. Is it convention or not? I'm not asking everybody. I'm asking philism. Huh?
It's convention.
It's convention. So, which means if it's not agreed upon, it's not a convention. So 2 + 2 = 4 is not true before Homo sapiens.
The way we calculate, it will be true all the time.
This is what I'm saying. So therefore, it's not about whether they agree or not agree. It's true all the time.
Because it's a rules that.
This is not the question. The question is whether it's agreed upon or not agreed upon. 2 + 2 remains 4 at all times. You agree?
Not necessarily.
Why?
Well, because like my understanding is that everything to do with mathematics and
Everything.
it's in our solar
Everything.
system. But
Are you
it's
sure?
Just in our solar system. Like,
Compassion.
all that-
Compassion is mathematics.
Yes.
Ah.
Just in our like solar system.
Compassion is in mathematics. So you said everything is mathematics.
No, I'm saying everything that we know about mathematics applies to our universe. Doesn't apply to other universes.
How do you know that?
Well, we can.
So
only
let's
know
say
about-
our universe meaning planet Earth, solar system, Milky Way galaxy, or the whole universe.
we don't know about the universe.
You don't know. So you don't know about our universe.
But even if in another universe they don't say 2 + 2 = 4, but they have 2 things and they have another 2 things, you'll still know that.
No, but we don't know if 1 + 1 = 2 or not.
Are you sure? You don't know. I'm very sure. Say in another universe there are 2 planets, 1 + 1 planet to another planet. These 2 combined, there are 2 planets. It's 100% sure.
You're sure?
Yes. Sure.
But it might be different between conventional truth or argument and or about something that.
Okay, Phil is 20 years of the philosophy of philism. Okay, anyone else? So what is convention? The girl over there. Koshelia.
Because it has been happening, it happens, so there's some norm and set by the distance. Like, if for example, a convention hall is where people gather to practice a certain set of.
Okay, so the Koshelia is bring up is something which is again from another point of view is very sensible. Say convention, the word used in the convention world. For example, like convention hall. You're getting it? This is amazing. So convention hall, what do you do with the convention? Why is it called convention?
There's been a precedence, like people in the past have done something, so you come together to do something. It kind of evolves. Like a convention.
Okay, tell me, what do you understand by convention?
Convention.
Yes. How do you use that? How do you use this normally? Yes. Yeah. How?
Because the source of the convention is subject to the mind.
Okay, good.
And two plus two has nothing to do with the subject.
Yeah.
So 2 + 2, hey, Sharon, 2 + 2 = 4.
Yes.
Convention, subjective, objective.
That's right. But conventional, it doesn't have to be true. It doesn't have to be. It's not. Truth is not conventional. It's two separate things.
I see truth and convention, 2 separate things.
Yeah, I can do something that is conventional, but it's not.
Continue studying philosophy, you're good. I really appreciate it. I can see that, there's something there instinctive in you which can grab things so clearly. What you are saying? Huh?
You're joking. I don't know.
Okay, trust me.
Okay.
I'm not joking.
Okay.
Trust me. Because I've been through this path. You're getting it? Trust me. Okay. What is convention? Hey, anyone else? Now the old hands untied. Okay, Andrew.
Like to show respect, we come in here and we take our shoes off before.
Okay, now it makes sense. Okay, now my heart is being lifted. Okay, so when you show respect, what is respect? Come home, they come to the hall, and they remove your shoes out and get in. It's purely convention. You're getting it? So what do you think? So what is that? This way of action. So why is it convention? How is it convention?
Well, if I went into like a business meeting in the West and decided to take my shoes off, it would be considered disrespectful in that context.
Okay, very good, amazing. Okay, how many agree with this? Very good, thank you. Convention. Anyone else? Okay, now getting better and better. Okay, Edith.
So I don't like convention.
Oh, you don't like convention. Okay, very good. What is that convention which you don't like? Tell me.
I think it's forced. Habit, cliche, stereotype, superstition, conventional wisdom, and common knowledge. And all of these exist because conventions force, and that's why I don't like convention.
You don't like 1 + 1?
Hey, next, don't be naughty. You getting it? Don't be naughty. Don't stop anybody else. You're getting it? What Edith said is amazing. You're getting it? So this is why the hippie era came. Hippie era came to demolish the conventions. Right? Huh? Yes, you go for in this category. Yes. So, right? Okay. But simply because you don't like conventions, don't come naked in the hall. In the summer, you're getting it? In the summer, don't come naked. Just put on the dress, white dress. Winter is sensible. Winter, it keeps you warm. But in summer, you don't need it. You remove and then you come. Don't do that.
That's extreme.
That's extreme, right? You have to like some conventions. Right?
I know at least 2 teachers that have no shirts in very profound.
Rules.
Okay, so what Anka is saying is what? What is convention? Convention is a rule. Okay, don't forget it. Here, your name? Shomatis. Shomatis.
Would be like tradition, like over time.
Tradition.
Accepted by
Tradition accepted by communities. Very good. Okay. Yes, Mathia.
Shared meaning, for example, language.
Okay, shared meaning like language. This is beautiful. It's amazing. Shared language. Okay, look, this is very rich now. Becoming rich. Shared meaning like a language. So there are some dead languages. You're getting it? Once upon a time, it's a shared language by group of people, and then somehow this group of people either dispersed, and then they lost, and the language disappeared, and then the remains are left. These remains, nobody could understand anything. It's just like sketches. Okay, the girl over there, what's your name? J. Zeha. Z, yes.
So I think convention like prevents you from thinking out of the box because you tend to like cling to a fixed idea.
Okay, this is again another very good thought. Convention is something which binds us from thinking out of the box. Which is okay. Say you're a girl, you are expected to be like this. You're a boy, you're expected to be like this. You are young, you're expected to be like this. You are older, you are expected to be like this. So you are bound by the convention, and it stops us from thinking out of the box. Very good. Very good, amazing. Okay. Amit. Yes.
For me, conventional is something about which I don't know the truth. So I call it conventional.
Quantum physics is a convention? Quantum physics is a convention? I don't think you know this. It's not convention. Don't be scared. Because I said convention to the quantum physics. Oh, it must be very complicated.
That's not.
It's not convention. Why not? Because you don't know that. I hope.
I don't know that.
Okay, so it's
But
correct.
I know that it's based on facts and science. There are many
Oh,
things
okay,
I am not
okay.
aware about, so I think.
Okay, let me tell you one thing. Say, in your life, you must have used this word convention many times. When do you use that? Can you think of that?
When someone does something, and I don't know about the reality of it, then I start saying that it's conventional, everybody does it, so it's.
That makes sense. Yes.
But if I know the reality, then I'll not tell that this is conventional. This is the right thing. So I change my.
Okay. So the the parents, they send the children, right? Okay, AI is a very good. AI is a good now. The good scope in AI, and the parents, they don't have any idea what's AI, right? And then they will say that I must send my child to AI. Send the child to AI. You don't know this because the majority of the people they are going this direction. You send child in this direction. You don't know. So that's convention, right? Convention. Very good. Now the you are no. The name Mandy, yes.
It's a balance. So it's a ordinary balance. Conventional weapon. So it's in the ordinary war. But if you are in nuclear war and nuclear weapon, then it's unconventional.
Okay, this is again another thing. Conventional war and unconventional, say conventional war. In the war, there are some rules, regulations, right? That you are not allowed to use the nuclear weapons. So that means conventional war. Versus where somebody uses a nuclear weapon, is unconventional. Very good. Okay, Ajay Dautamla. Okay, conventions, because convention, by very fact, convention means that this is purely coming from the way of thinking. And way of thinking differs from one group to the next group to the other group. Yes, very good. Okay, yes, gentlemen, your name? Order. Yes. Order or Older? Oliver. Okay, Oliver.
I think conventional is like a path and then people walk on, and unconventional is when you get off the path. Maybe like a rails that you can cross right on, and just be unconventional or just do something unconventional, you have to get off that path.
Okay, that's also very good. Here.
I think that conventional needs to serve the ultimate, because like in a culture you need to have good conventions that the tradition will don't fight each other, but if it's not, so it's like it doesn't serve the culture.
Saving convention is?
That conventions, it's like the mind's inventions, so it's need to serve the culture of the society.
Okay, so the conventions is something which your mind creates to serve the culture, serve the community. If this convention is missing, then people may start fighting and the community will die. Very good. Okay, good. I'm so glad that the many good thoughts came up. And the lady over there.
When we talk about conventions,
A little louder.
I think when we talk about conventions, it doesn't apply about facts, and it's more behaviors and customs and rules that are based on subjective beliefs or ideas or thoughts on the individual or group.
Okay, so what's your name?
Oriya.
Oriya. Oriya is saying that convention is has not much thing to do with the facts. It's more about the thinking, subjective thinking. Yeah, that's very good. Okay. Yes, Amita.
When we used to do or see things from our fixed point of view, from the narrow-mindedness, in the same or usual way, how we used to do.
That is convention. Okay, so say we have some ways of doing that, and then you stick to that, to which Amita called as the narrow-mindedness, and which the Zhao, your name? The lady in the back. What's your name? Zeha. Zay. So what Zay says as the being in the box, right? Being in the box, and what Amita is saying as narrow-minded, right? So get out of the box, right? Be more the open-minded. Okay, so just sticking to the this is how you should do, how you should not do. So there, this minds you. Very good. Vincent.
Convention had to be created at some point, and also to mention that when people think that this convention is like not useful anymore, that's to be abandoned. There's no convention anymore. Because I would say certain conventions are created. Like
Okay, Vincent, you are talking about you are talking about the need for the convention to be created, but we are discussing what is convention. Before we talk about whether it is needed or not, that's the second question. First question: what is convention? Over the Okay, the labels, ideas, and concepts. Very good. Okay, Shaoli.
It arises on person's perspective, brought up, education, cultural background, or maybe climate, and so on and so forth. And this is something that's, so to say, a short-term solution for a particular purpose.
Okay. This is more complex. Okay, over there, Shelley.
First of all, conventional things come from the word convince. You can convince others to follow.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
I'm not sure in anything. I think, but the other what I want to
Are you sure? Not you're sure?
Yeah, it's agreeable.
You said you're not sure of anything. It's not true.
No, but I'm saying it's about value, conventional and
You seem to be the argumentative philosopher. Okay, I'm joking. Yes, over there.
What is what about things that are things it's a process that
Okay, where are you from? Which country? Okay, you speak and then let Phil translate.
Objectivity is objective.
No. Let him speak complete. But Phil, don't mix with Philism. Yes.
Objective is something like limbo that everybody can accept it.
You cannot say the Hebrew, so I cannot translate.
It's a process like a holiday, like something to be.
Okay, what's your name?
One thing.
What is your name? I'm done. Ethan, would you mind speaking Hebrew?
What?
Speak in Hebrew what you said. Hebrew is easier.
אמרנו שאובייקטיבית זה איזשהו משל תראה.
No, listen. No, Phil, first listen completely.
מוסכמה זה איזשהו תהליך שהיא מוסכמת אובייקטיבית, מוסכמת על ידי
So however, when so we said that it's something that the society accepts.
Very good. Something that society accepts is conventional. Very good. Okay, so now I'm glad that we came up with various thoughts. So now let's say that the convention is rule, or okay, first let me share you my thoughts. What is convention? You getting it? And I was a little boy. Maybe aged 13. I was age 13, 14 in school, and I was so fond of physics. And mathematics. And my teacher, school up there. How many been to TCB school? TCB school up there. You've been there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. So that was my school. And some of my friends even went to the first of whom where I was brought up. We went there. They sent me the photograph just recently. So what I'm saying is that I was so fond of physics and mathematics, and one thing that was of great curiosity in my mind was I always see these wires, electricity wires, always see 2 wires going there. And the question that came to me is, there must be a reason. Why not only 1 wire? Why 2 wires are required? Why? And because what Amita said, what they said, that this little boy thought that whatever was already established must be correct. So I could not think out of the box. I must think so narrow-minded, thinking that there must be a reason there, right? I could not think out of the box. There must be a reason there. What could be the reason? Why 2 wires? Why wasting? If you use 1,000 meters of wire, then 2,000 meters of wire should be used. If it's a distance of 1,000 kilometers, you have to use 2,000 kilometers to say 1,000 kilometers into 2. Those 2 wires should go there. I was just wondering, why 2 wires? Why? And those people who work on this, do they distinguish which wire is that? Which wire is that? Particularly, you start from here and you go to the end, and by the time you get confused, which wire? I was so confused with this thoughts. How do they know that which wire? Because it's already separated by few kilometers. And finally, my physics teacher, was to teach on electricity. And I was so excited. Then he said that there are 2 wires. Wow, this is exactly what I was so happy, just waiting, how to distinguish the 2 wires. And he said, one is positive, one is negative. That made me even more happy. Now there's a distinction there. One is positive, one is negative. So I wanted to know which positive is negative. I was waiting. He said that one is positive, one is negative is purely convention. It just shook my throat, some deep inside. Something was badly shaken. So disturbed. I felt so disturbed. Because objectively, you cannot say this is positive, this is negative. He said it's just pure convention. It shook from deep inside, something was shaking with me and just shaking me into disturbance, deep disturbance. Then after how many years? After 4 or 5 years, I graduated my school and becoming a physicist. And I dropped the idea to join the college, dropped the idea and joined the IPT down there. So there, then I learned that everything is conventional. Right? Everything is conventional. Wow, okay. So with that, so much disturbance was created. It shook me, created so much of the waves and disturbance with me. And now here it says that everything is conventional, right? Wow, that's amazing. So that disturbance was a preparation for me to understand, to learn that everything is conventional. So therefore this is in my mind, this is how it can be. For example, another thing was the physics. In physics, I learned momentum. Momentum is, what is the equation? Momentum equals mass into acceleration. Acceleration. Not velocity. Acceleration.
That's force is equal to ma, right? That's the force is equal to mass into acceleration, but velocity would be different.
So what is momentum? Tell me.
P is equal to mv, mass into velocity.
Okay, mass and velocity. Let's say the momentum is mass and velocity. And in school, I was just, well, okay, velocity I understand it. Speed with the direction. Mass I understand it because it's so objective. Velocity I can see. Mass I can see. But what's momentum? I cannot see, right? What is moving is a mass, right? And I can see that this moving at that pace, this is accelerated, this is the speed or the velocity. And where's momentum? Again, I was looking for it. Actually, I was looking for objectively existing momentum. You're getting it? And I felt so disturbed, not being able to find what is momentum. It's because I was looking for a objectively existing momentum. In reality, nothing exists objectively, and some of them are more visibly seen as into objective reality. Some are so obscure. Some things are seen as so object real, like mass, velocity, these things. But the momentum is little getting closer to our easy understanding of absence of objective reality. Okay, subjective, conventional. So, for example, let's say, what is this? Huh? Don't naughty. We don't have time.
2 fingers.
Huh? Peace. Peace. Don't waste your time. Don't waste my time. Don't waste your time. You have to go for tea break.
Peace.
So, peace. Now, 2 pieces. Right? Everybody laughs at you. Everybody laughs at you. You getting it? Okay. Wait. When you drive, where do you drive? On right lane or left lane?
Depends in which country.
In India, where do you drive? Some naughty people say on both sides. Left. Right on the drive on the left. If you drive on the right, what's the problem? You put a penalty. You have to pay penalty, right? Which means that you are on the wrong lane. So who tells you that this is wrong lane? The road will tell you you are on the wrong lane. Road will not tell you. Who will tell you there's wrong lane?
People, police, people.
The people, the rules.
Teacher.
The traffic rules. The teachers tell you. Okay. The traffic rules tell you. Who created the traffic rules? People. You're getting it? People. So, for example, when did the first car come into being? When did the first car come into being? So, in 1800s. Let's say it was the end of the 1800s. Let's say it was the end of the 1800s. It was the end of the 1800s when the first car came. Do you think there are red lights? No red lights. You can drive anyway. It's fun for people to see a car, right? And then gradually, what happens? More and more cars come on the road. More and more cars. Then at one point, there's a traffic jam. And then, say, sick people, they cannot go to hospital. VIP people, they cannot move. Then the issue was brought to the government, right? The government is to do something. Government is to do something. So the government then recruited intelligent people. some intelligent people, and okay, you have to do something. We have to resolve this problem, traffic jam problem. So they create the rule. We have to start always. Everybody has to drive only on the left lane, not on the right lane. So this is rule. Who made the rule? These people. These people. The body made the rule, or the mind made the rule? Mind made the rule. So therefore, it is mind is subjective. So traffic rule is subjective. You're getting it? Traffic rule is subjective. This is the meaning of convention. So it's a convention that, so in India, drive on the left lane. In America, drive both ways. Hey, anyone from America? Drive?
Right hand.
Right. On the right lane. What about Mexico?
Right.
You? Anka? In the Romania, yes.
Mexico.
To the right. And the Vietnam, right. Okay, let's say that the road will not tell you right, left. So why some countries follow the left, why some countries follow the left, right? It's purely convention. And convention is mind. Mind is subjective. So therefore, the traffic lanes is purely convention. Convention is subjective. So from this, what we learn is convention and subjective, they mean the same. You get the idea? Yeah. You get some idea? Yeah. Even though you are not fully convinced, still you understand that convention is subjective.
And you say that everything is
subjective?
Is conventional. Yes.
Exactly. The answer is everything is conventional.
So everything is subjective.
Everything is subjective. Therefore, everything is subjective. Mind. Everything is subjective. Don't say everything is mind. Okay. Everything is projected by the mind. You getting it? Okay, good. Let's stop here. Mahāyāna